G'day scrappers and gold recovery people all over the world. Today I wanted to speak about scrap RAM and CPUs. And mostly because I get a lot of people asking me, sending me emails, phone calls, letters from all over the world. I get like 3 emails a week on people asking me about wanting to buy scrap RAM and scrap CPUs. Well, firstly, I'm a small recycler, and so but even larger recyclers, pretty much most eWaste recyclers already have established where to sell their eWaste, obviously. And you know, every eWaste recycler knows about ceramic CPUs and their value and so on, and even scrap RAM. So I get so many people even surprised when I tell them what the going price for just scrap RAM is. They're also not taking into account shipping and all that. But the main thing, look, I wanted to mention was scrap RAM. Okay, I can see, it's no problem because scrap RAM is still in PCs. We're getting, 1, 2, up to 4 RAM sticks per PC. So yeah, we do have scrap RAM and usually to sell. And if you're looking for scrap RAM anywhere in the world that anyone wants to supply you, you probably won't have much of a problem if you're prepared to pay the price. And don't forget that shipping these days is very expensive. So if you're wanting small quantities, say up to 30 kilos that can be shipped by post, you're going to pay a lot internationally. So there's no point in trying to contact someone like me from Australia or someone from the UK. If you're in Asia anywhere, or Russia, or wherever you're from, the shipping is going to eliminate any gold recovery profit you're going to get. So that's just one thing. But the main thing is a lot of people still are a little bit confused about ceramic CPUs, and this is what really people want to buy, aside from obviously RAM, because it's easy gold recovery. You've got the gold fingers, and then to go further, you've got the gold chips, and you've even got gold tracing on the actual board once you've removed all the good stuff. And then you've got the ceramic CPUs, and this is the catch. People believe that there are people with big stocks of this on a regular basis. These are part of my personal collection. These 2 tubs, I've got scrap CPUs, ceramic CPUs, just in regular tubs. But this is a collection over 8 years, and sure, there's quite a bit, but nothing compared to what, say, you'll see some people or businesses trying to advertise that they're selling gold recovery ceramic CPUs. You'll see them advertise online, like the Alibaba, is it? Places like that, and you'll see pictures of ceramic Pentium Pros or 486s, things like that. You see beautiful pictures, and they're saying we can supply up to 400 kilos a month or something like that. That's absolute rubbish. Maybe 20 years ago, yes, I believe it, but these days the only recyclers that get hundreds of kilos of these would be the very, very big ones, and they get an accumulation from a lot of smaller recyclers, and because they're obviously the ones that are going to be processing it for the gold and precious metals. Ceramic CPUs, like a 486 and all these, they haven't been in circulation for like nearly 30 years now, okay? So we're coming on to 30 years since they made Pentium Pro. Only during a couple of years they made 486s. So even me as a recycler, I get a lot of PCs and even the older school PCs, but to get a 486 CPU is 1 in 100 PCs, maybe more. Very, very rare. And so there is a myth around the world, especially in countries like India and in Thailand and places like that, where people get the impression that, oh, we can get gold out of this. Yeah, you can, but you just don't find them. So it's a waste of time. So I recommend, when you see advertisements online of people trying to sell ceramic CPUs, check the pictures that they're giving you. I've even had people contact me wanting to sell me 100 kilos of 486 CPUs, and I've said, okay, well, can you send me a picture of what you've got? And they've sent me a stock photo that's on Google. Or, funnily enough, I've even had people send me pictures, like they say, oh, I've got all these Pentium Pros I want to sell, well, you know, and we can supply you as many as you want. And I said, send me the picture. And they send me a picture, my picture that I put up online probably 6 years ago, like of a whole bunch of Pentium Pros or something like that. And so it's really funny that they actually send me pictures that I actually took and put them online. They copy them off Google or wherever, and they say, this is what we've got. So a lot of it is a scam, so don't believe the scams. I've even had people contact me, even in my own country here, and say, oh, you know, I'm going to get hundreds of kilos of these. And I say, oh, yeah, I bet you've looked on Alibaba. And yeah, but they sound legitimate. And I say to them, mate, you know, look at Google search the picture that they're sending you. You'll see that it's all over the internet. It's the same pictures everyone's using. And they're just scam artists. They want you to send money to them. And in the end, you'll just get basic modern day CPUs. They'll rip you off some way. So for everyone, I got a lot of people from India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan asking me. I love you guys. I've been to India. I'm coming back one day, and even want to go to Pakistan and even Sri Lanka if I can. Forget about ceramic CPUs. You're not going to find them unless you find them yourself. And that's the only way. If you want gold recovery stuff, the best way is to get the actual computers and stuff that you can get your own, because you're going to find it very hard. RAM, no point contacting me or most people to buy RAM off them, because we already have people that we can sell RAM to, obviously. Yeah, what can I say? So when it comes to CPUs, as I said, forget about your gold ceramic CPUs. The CPUs that we've got these days are things like this, your modern Pentium 4 type CPUs. They've got a copper heatsink on the base, and they've got a gold pad on the top. These are basically not even recycled for gold recovery. These are mostly because this is tinned copper, and most of the weight, 98% of the weight, is in the copper. So that's what they're buying it for. They're buying it basically for the copper, and they may get a little bit of gold from that, and there's, they'll get maybe even palladium off little MLCCs if they are, or at least silver. Yeah, so that's the CPUs of today. And so forget about gold recovery is finished here. Okay, so RAM is still good. We're still getting good gold recovery from RAM. Modern day CPUs, that's what we're getting now. So forget Pentium Pros. These came out 28 years ago or something. They're gone. All the PCs are gone, apart from the odd PC in someone's garage, or, someone might have a collection of CPUs that you'll get, but that's all we're getting these days. And go a step back, and this is also what we're getting these days, is the same deal, but these are the pinned. So the gold pins, these are a little bit better because we do get better gold recovery out of the pins, obviously, because they're very well plated gold, and we do have a nice chunky copper. So these are sell for a little bit more than these, because we get a little bit more gold out of these, but the base, most of the weight is still in the copper. and even on a server type motherboard, you'll also get, they look like green fiber, but they've got the heatsink on the bottom. So these are basically, the pins are for gold recovery, the back is for copper recovery. And and also we've got the fiber CPUs. So these are the most common CPUs that you will find as far as old school PCs. Like I said, forget about ceramics. You'll get 1 in 100 PCs if you're lucky. I know of scrappers that have scrapped 300 PCs and they still haven't found a ceramic CPU, let alone a Pentium Pro. Even me, I only get 1 or 2 on average a year. And these ones are good for gold recovery. So you've got green fiber, brown fiber. There is no copper heat sinks, so it's all about the gold pins, and they're quite light. So that's why these go for pretty okay money, entry level. Obviously nowhere near a ceramic. And then also from laptops, the older laptops, you'll get removable CPUs. These days, the more modern laptops don't even have removable CPUs. They have onboard, so that's even less gold recovery now. So, but yeah, so that's all the fibers, and then you've got the black fiber, which are the best ones. These sell for at least double what the green fibers sell for, and these are also a lot heavier because they've got heat sinks. So they're about the best fiber CPU you can find these days. And yeah, and even these are getting very, very rare. All the fiber CPUs are starting to get rare themselves. Whereas, say 3 years ago, 4 years ago, we started to see that the ceramic CPUs were starting to get rare. So, hope you all understood that. So all I'm basically trying to do here is just to let you guys know that, you know, if you're looking for gold recovery items to buy off people, the best way to do it is just to advertise as a gold recovery type buyer, and wherever you can, advertise on Facebook and whatever, even make up a free website and so on, and try and pick up scrappers that do get a bit. So you're not going to get much from one person, you know, but if you have 30 or 40 people selling to you, eventually you start to accumulate more and more of the good gold recovery. But for you guys that think that you can just contact someone and they're going to send you 100 kilos of Pentium Pros or ceramic CPUs or 500 kilos, it's not going to happen, because it's 1 in a million where you will find someone that has that quantity, let alone willing to sell it to you, because obviously we all know what the value is as far as gold recovery, and so they're not going to give it to you at less than half price to make it worth your while to get it shipped overseas, which is going to absorb a lot of the cost as well, so or your profits anyway. So it's still one of my favorite ceramic CPUs with the bolts, the Spark, Ultra Spark with the bolts. There's a few different types of CPUs with those bolts. I reckon they're awesome. This one's like it's a BGA basically. So yeah, really, really interesting. So that's all I want to really speak about today. Just yeah, a heads up to all those people that are looking for gold recovery stuff. It's pointless contacting me, and I'm sorry if I don't reply to every one of you, because I get so many, even in comments in my videos. Where can I get these? Where can I get some RAM? I want to buy RAM. Contact me. I don't have a chance to contact everyone because I just can't keep up with all the emails and stuff, all on the same subject. And you know, it's been like for the last 6 or 7 years, I've been replying to, you know, thousands of people saying, no, I don't have CPUs for sale, I don't have RAM to sell you. And even if I do give them a price, they're usually shocked, because they're trying to get, obviously they're trying to make a profit as well, and the only way to really make the profit on gold RAM is to go out and get it yourself out of computers. So look at that kind of business, e-waste business, collection, and stuff like that. But anyway, good luck to you guys that are looking for gold recovery. Just stay away from your online selling places that advertise bulk and they show you random pictures of gold CPUs. Read the fine print. I've heard of people ordering thinking they're going to get 300 kilos of 486s because that's what the pictures say, that's what the most of the description makes you believe. But if you read the fine print, they'll put a part number of the actual CPU that you're getting, and from what I've heard, it's turned out to be just these regular basic CPUs, because what else would they have? There is no one in the world. They would have already recovered the gold, believe me, especially now with gold being, you know, close to about 1900 US. It was up to almost 2000 US recently, just over. So yeah, you know, there's value in it, but it's just not available anymore. This 486 may have came out in a PC in 1988 or 1990. It's a long time. PCs only last 3 or 4 years and people are throwing them out and getting new ones. So this is all over in bulk. So don't get scammed online with people trying to sell bulk ceramic CPUs, because it just isn't available. Unless they're a really reputable business, they've got a real place, a physical business. They show you their address where you could even go there and buy. That's a different story, but that's not what is really online. And those kind of people that do have a factory and do process this stuff don't sell it. They don't need to, because they can get just as much on their own, just sending it to their refiner or whatever. But RAM is still a possibility. Everyone's accumulating RAM. But yeah, I recommend if you're looking for bulk RAM and you want to seriously go into gold recovery, start advertising yourself wherever you can. Get some free advertising online, advertise in your area to buy off scrap as gold recovery stuff, and you'll get your RAM, CPUs, gold fingers, pins, and all that kind of thing. All right, guys. Well, hope that was a little bit of information. I'm going to go back to my normal work and clean out my garage. So look out for that video. But yep. So keep scrapping. Good luck to you guys looking for gold recovery stuff. Just be careful out there. Don't get scammed. I'll catch you next time.